It's time now for the Giant Sports Talk Live Morning Report.
All right, welcome to Giant Sports Talk Live Morning Edition, where we're going to talk about the lineup today for MLB games. And before we do, Clint, yesterday, Giants get swept in Boston.
Yeah, well, we're home, sweep home, as I like to call it. I don't know how this series is going to go tonight. We're taking on the Cincinnati Reds for 3. I think the Reds pitching is going to dominate. We'll see how that bears out. But do you want me to sit here, Eric, every morning, every night, give you word salad? Yesterday was exactly what we expected. Boston wrapped up a sweep because they're a better team with better pitching. They beat us in every single category and facet of the game. That's why they swept. No surprise for me yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, Boston, I tell you what, they got it. They talked about it on Saturday's broadcast and yesterday's broadcast that the bullpen is lights out, and they made it even that much better when they went out and got Eric Miller from the Giants at the trade deadline. So again, if you were behind talking about the Giants going into like the 6th inning or later, good luck. Yeah. And I think the Boston Red Sox, they proved it that they will shut you down and look, get the timely hittings. They also got some long balls associated. And yeah, it just sucks. This is where the team is. And maybe we'll get some more on injuries. It was reported yesterday that Adames is going to go for an MRI on his elbow, his left elbow, not his throwing elbow. And then we don't know what's going on with Barracoto as far as his knee is concerned. But,
I don't know if I've fallen out of love with my players and my team, Eric, but you know, when Adames was on the shelf, and you don't want to see a guy get hurt.
No.
But I mean, I never missed Adames. I've forgotten.
You missed Chapman. Yeah. I know.
The only Chapman that even comes to mind is their pitcher in Boston, who has got like 32 saves, Eric, or 30 saves. Now there's a Chapman. I don't even think you say Chapman. Oh, that's the reliever from Boston. I don't think of our player. We do not. And we brought it up on the show many a time, Eric, but there's no must-see baseball when it comes to the Giants this year. There's no one you're lining up. The only must-sees are when a certain player comes to town. Not our ball club. There's nothing to see. Nothing to see here. Move it along.
Hey, and it's kind of diverge a little before we get into what's going to happen today in baseball. This is not going to be an easy fix for the San Francisco Giants. Glenn, would you agree that even a seasoned executive, whether he's a GM or president of baseball operations, even a seasoned one of those guys would have a tough time in fixing the woes of the Giants? Would you?
I think if he was a seasoned guy who was running the club, it wouldn't have gotten to this point.
Well, yeah, I'm just prefacing it. Say if a seasoned guy came in, how does he fix? It would take some time, and now we're relying on guys who are new in the job, both in the front office and in the dugout. I don't know how this is going to pan out. I mean, we're kind of 2026 is over. I'm looking ahead. What do we got to look forward to going ahead? And Glenn, looking through the military grade binoculars and projecting out, as you like to say, with the military grade. This is going to be quite the task for the organization to right the ship, because right now it's a mess.
Don't you feel though that to your comments, you got to be Giants fans? They're never prepared. They don't want to see it. They don't like they don't even like the word rebuild, Eric. They look at the dictionary. They don't want to see that word. I think the only way to fix it is they need a complete and when they blew up the Kingdome up in Seattle, Eric, you set the fuse and it implodes. This team has got to implode, and I think the implosion happens at 100 losses. Then there's they finish with 99, and a week later I'm hearing out of the office or in the newspaper that we need to make a few changes. Not a few. I think 100 losses lights the fuse and says, we got a problem. Blow it up. There's nothing worth keeping here, Eric. And again, I go back, broken record. Why the hell did we keep Logan Webb when we are going nowhere with him for years to come? He's just stop with he's the draw. He's not a draw. He is nothing spectacular on the field or off, Eric. He's not.
And you know what? I'll tell you what. And
Come on.
I did a video. I did a video on it, that the Giants should trade Webb, but it wasn't based on that. I just want to ship him out. I based it on that he's a good pitcher. He will help another club that's ready to go, so to speak. Mm-hmm. Because right now, I think the Giants are not anywhere close. The Giants aren't close with the amount of time left on his contract.
Exactly.
So with that being said, go get something back from him, because as you said, and this is going to be the storyline, 31 more games. Our good friend Gary from New York Giants Preservation Society said the magic number is 31. Mm. And again, what does that mean? That's how many games are left in the season. And this is going to be a topic that we're going to talk about almost every day now, Glenn. Are the Giants going to hit 100 losses? I mean, that's how bad. This isn't just, and I've said this to a few people, this isn't just about a couple of hard luck losses or, hey, they're just quite not on it right now. This is something that's more systemic. It's deeper than that. And I think, as you said, that may be the solution. I think that if you hit triple digits in losses, it's a little bit different than it's different when it goes from 99 to 100. And I think you might be onto something, and we'll just have to keep an eye on it. It is.
Yeah. And Eric, you know what? The whole, not to get into it, because it's a never ending, it's a bottomless pit of conversation. But if they continue to roll with Logan Webb for the years to come, and when his contract expires, you let him walk. You don't. Well, first of all, I don't think there's no reason to re-sign him at that point. However, if you let him walk, it is tantamount to what we've seen the last few years on trade day. If you're not willing to trade him now, then be prepared to sign him when his contract ends, because you're going to miss the boat. You're going to miss the tugboat, Eric. You're going to miss the boat. It is the same thing as not dealing a guy when you should at the trade deadline. No sense keeping him and then having him walk or moving him out of here in 3 or 4 or 5 years, Eric. The time is now.
The time
because and you said it. He makes another team better, but he makes our team better by dealing him.
Yeah, no.
And you brought it up. Wasn't it you? You brought it up on the show a couple of days ago. Or maybe it was Lou, but somebody brought up the fact that you don't worry. You don't worry, and I know I brought it up. Don't worry about, well, if we give up Logan Webb, that team will get so, he's a winner. I don't the minute he leaves the office, you trade him, he's out. I've wiped my hands. You worry about your own backyard before you worry about somebody else's, Eric.
Perfectly.
Worry about the players we're getting and the development and the future of this team, and not who we're giving up or losing or who moves on. Stop it. He's no longer a Giant. I don't care.
Glenn, that might be something to keep an eye on. Again, if that loss, the loss counter goes to 100, they may be right now saying, hey, we want to keep, but maybe in the offseason, maybe they decide to if the opportunity is out there, you just don't trade them for scraps, so to speak. You got to go out there and get something good. So again, something we'll just be watching.
I don't like Buster Posey when he comes out and he gives, he did it last year with our manager, giving the praise. Hey, we're going to re-sign our manager, even though we stink. And this year I'm giving, the house, what is it? The good housekeeping seal of approval to our manager. I love this guy when we're the worst team in baseball almost. And then Eric, you're looking at Buster Posey. He gets out ahead. Like he's given these props now. Let's let it fester and let's see where we sit at the end of the season. It's too early to be saying. I hate that. I really do, Eric.
And you know what?
He's giving glowing reviews. Oh, we're really happy with it. We're bringing him back. Well, let's worry about discussing that when the last day of the season, when we lose 101 games, and then you've got decisions to be made. Don't be making decisions. I'm getting well.
Yeah, you're already here.
Don't be making these decisions in the month of August.
Look,
he did this last year, and it burned us. We're paying 2 managers, by the way.
Yes, you're correct, Glenn. Hey, and another
pissing me off early.
There is no reason to have to make these announcements. As you said, you can wait. It's not going to change. He's under contract, so you don't have to come out and say anything. Just let it go, and then at the end of the season presser, it's going to be like, I think, sometime midweek after the last game of the regular season. Then you could go out there and make your statements and how we're going to move forward. And you don't have to do it now. I agree with you on that there, Glenn.
There will be a lot to say coming the end of the year. What do we got coming up tonight, Major League Baseball, Eric?
Yeah, let's take a look here. We got the schedule here for this Monday, August 24th. All games in the afternoon, at least Pacific time. First game, 3:40 p.m. Pacific. Yeah, well. Boston Red Sox, look at that. They are traveling to Miami after sweeping the Giants. 3:40. Ranger Suarez, the ace. Nah. He's good. We'll just say he's a good starter for the Boston Red Sox going up against the ace of Miami, Sandy Alcantara. I'm sorry.
We're a week out now from September. I think the month of September might be exciting. Might really tighten up, tighten those screws, Eric. Tampa Bay's in Detroit. Now, Tampa has a 3-game lead in their division, the American League East. Boston's sneaking up. I think that could really tighten up.
The Yankees
playing. The Yankees are in it as well. And isn't it hard to believe when we get to talk about the Yankees, all I think is how bad they are. They're right there. They're right there, Eric. So it's going to be a tough American League East run. Today you've got Tampa and Detroit. You mentioned Boston, Miami. I'll keep an eye on those scores. I think that could really tighten up. And I could see Boston making a run for the championship in the division.
Yeah, they could. They're playing good baseball.
Boston could win the pennant, man. Who knows? I mean, I think Dodgers do it in the National League, but
yeah.
Let's see. Boston just has. We just got a chance to see them, so I learned a little bit more than I did know about Boston. They're not a team made up of superstars, Eric, but they just have enough talent to get the job done.
They do, man, and that bullpen is legit. And that's one thing, man. You're talking about Dodgers. I don't mean to go on a side, but Dodgers bullpen, it's leaky, man. That's being kind.
And don't you agree with me? Boston, they don't have a team made up. Name the superstars on the Red Sox.
That's a good question. No, you look at the lineup, right? Wilson Contreras. That's about it, right?
At bats.
Yeah. No, you're 100%. If the superstar is the guy you haven't seen in quite some time, and that's Garrett Crochet, right? I mean, you got Chapman, closing games, but yeah, that's about it.
I think it's going to tighten up. I think those are two to watch early in the day. 3:40 starts, and a little bit later, you got Colorado, Washington. Who cares?
Exactly. Rockies and the Nationals. Ryan Feltner against Cade Cavalli. What do you got going on in the south side of Chicago?
Well, you know what, Eric? You got Texas over at Chicago, and for no other reason, I'm not a Sox fan. I don't like their logo. I don't like their colors. I definitely don't like the area they play in. A little spooky. Things are spooky over there, Eric. If you've ever gone to a game in their stadium, and it's what's the name of their stadium? The Lone Depot Park.
Lone Depot, Guarantee Rate Park or something.
Yeah, there you go. I made my way there one day. I couldn't wait to get the hell out of there. What a greasy little area taking the subway to the south side, Eric. I mean, I think I saw a body or two along the railroad. But they are a good team to watch. Isn't it fun when you got a young team that has blossomed over a few years and you throw in a big bopper like Murakami, something exciting to cheer for? I'm not a Sox fan, but deep down, Eric, I'm hoping they do well. Texas and Chicago today, they're a good team to cheer for because they're up and coming.
Absolutely. Cleveland Guardians, who we saw on this road trip where we lost that series, by the way, in Cleveland. Well, by the way, they were 1-5 on this road trip, right? If I'm not mistaken. Right? Do I got that right? Do I got the math right there, Glenn? 1-5 on this road trip?
I believe so.
Hey, math's not my strong suit, but my goodness. Cleveland Guardians in Anaheim. Parker Messick, we saw him. Pitched a really good game against the Giants. Against George Klassen. Don't know who that is for the Anaheim Angels. Again, take place 6:38 down in Southern California.
I hate taking a shot at you, Eric. You may not be a mathematician by any stretch of the imagination, but we do call you Master History General 23 over there, the Master Historian. You can't remember what happened over the last 5 days of baseball.
Man.
He knows his master history, but not what happened, what he had for breakfast yesterday. This will be interesting, Eric. For no other reason than you've got Arizona 3 against the Cubs, and they're in Arizona. Arizona comes to play us for 4 beginning Thursday. Does Chicago put a beating on Arizona, and then Arizona kind of washes the taste of the losses away with a big weekend here? I mean, they're not going to lose forever if they do. Chicago's a tough competition. So let's just see how the Chicago-Arizona fares out. I think if Arizona struggles against Chicago, they blitzkrieg us this weekend.
Maybe take out their frustrations. And when we're done with this, I'll bring up the standings
I think we've
in both leagues.
Haven't we? Won against Arizona this year? Is that a record?
I'm not sure what the record is. It's not
3-1-1.
good. I don't think it's the great.
Oh,
Well,
it's
we'll have
not
to
good.
look.
It's
It's
not.
not.
Good. It's not good.
Minnesota
It's not
Twins.
good for it's not good for Sacramento. Senior, where you been, baby? I haven't seen Senior coming around talking about the A's lately.
It's bad, dude. Minnesota Twins are going to be in Sacramento taking on the A's. Zebby Matthews against Jeffrey Springs. The A's are bad. I mean, goodness gracious. Are they worse than the Giants? That's something we'll look at when we get into the standings. Are they as bad as the
You got to be
Giants?
bad. You got to be really bad.
I mean, Giants are pretty damn bad. Are they Athletics right there? I think they might be. But yeah, that's what's going on in Sacramento. Twins are in town.
Phillies and Seattle, I've lost track of where both of those stand. So I know you said you'd hit the standings, see how that's faring out. I don't know where Phillies at in the race. Seattle, they've struggled. Are they even in contention right now? Seattle doesn't know who's pitching today. It's Zach Wheeler for the Phillies. I'm interested to see the standings in a couple of minutes, see how these teams are faring out into the stretch. The final month coming up, Eric.
There you go. Pittsburgh and San Diego. Again, San Diego's right in the thick of things. This game will be in San Diego. 6:40 p.m. start. Braxton Ashcraft going for the Pirates. And hey, look at that. A familiar face. Taking the ball for the Padres, and that is Robbie Ray.
Oh, my God. Tickets are only $12.
You know what?
Oracle Park.
Let me see something. Let me take a look. He's 11-7. Let's see. What is his game? I'm going to look at his game log. I'm going to see what he's done since he's been traded. He went 5 innings, gave up 4 in his first outing. Is that right? Is that correct? Oh, where did it go? Right?
They lost 6-3 and a couple of wins.
And then look at that. And then his next start against Milwaukee, he went 4, only gave up 2. And then his last start against the Mets, 6 innings, only gave up 1. So he's doing pretty good. So, hey, how about that? San Diego Padre fans.
He's not getting the K's, though.
No, the K's aren't there,
He's got
but
10 in 3 outings.
that's okay. Maybe he's just.
Be a win? Who cares?
Hey, he might be in the postseason, man. All the guys that the Giants had traded are going to be in the postseason. So there you go.
We shouldn't be worried about how many strikeouts he's getting. I'm more worried about how many times we fan. We got San Francisco hosting Cincinnati. We're back at Oracle Park. Chase Burns. I anticipate we could hit double digits in the strikeouts tonight, Eric. Burns up against Wiz and Hunt. I never know what I'm getting from Wiz. So, and I like to steal the line. Lou didn't know what I was talking about when I said on the East Coast, nobody beats the Wiz. And on the West Coast, everybody beats the Wiz. Are you familiar with that term?
That's pretty good. Wiz. That's pretty good, actually.
The electronics
pretty
know
good.
that if you're not.
Well, and there you go. We'll see what happens.
Armand knows.
I think it's going to be a bloodbath, to be honest with you.
Giants are traveling,
right?
I said 3-0. I don't think it's going to be high scoring, but it's going to be a tough homestand.
I said, hey, look, they're flying all the way from Boston back to San Francisco. You got to face an ace in the Cincinnati Reds, Chase Burns, and you got Wiz. Now, granted, Wiz and Hunt probably flew back yesterday, and probably got his rest, so he's not jet lagged. But still, his performances haven't been all that great. And you're going up against the Cincinnati Reds. They like to hit the ball. You still got Sal Stewart and Ellie De La Cruz out there that have that threat. So I don't know.
Everybody beats the Wiz. The Wiz are big sponsors at Yankee Stadium, and they still to this day use their little jingle.
Okay.
Do you ever watch the Yankees games and on a strikeout, you're
Yeah.
That's the Nobody Beats the Wiz commercial jingle.
Oh, it is. See, I did not know that. Yeah, I always hear that whistle. I always wonder what the hell that was about.
Hang with me, kid. You'll learn a few things. I'm getting ready for baseball. I know it's early, but I got some things to do, and I might go over to the game tonight over there at Oracle Park. Just get back into the swing of things, and I'll catch you on the
Nice. I tell you what, you want to take a look at the standings?
Oh, the schedule. The standings. Two standings, buddy. Sorry.
Guess what?
I'm so excited for the game. I just forgot. Sorry.
And the standings are brought to you by our friends at
Nobody Beats the Wiz. Oh, at Tommy's.
No, we ain't got the Wiz, but we got something better. Tommy's Mexican Restaurant. we go. This is the the American League. And man, I tell you, Glenn, this is nuts what's going on in the American League. The Yankees sitting at top of their wild. Again, I'm just showing the wild card.
Right.
It's got the Yankees, the Red Sox, and the Rangers tied with the Guardians for the third. But look at this. Go all the way down to the Seattle Mariners. They're 3 games out from the third. Baltimore, 2. Minnesota Twins, 2. Toronto Blue Jays, 1.5. Look at this. Even the Guardians, who are tied for the third, are 1 game below 500. It's nuts, man.
It makes it exciting. Look at this race we're going to have, Eric. But I will echo something I said on the Saturday broadcast, Giant Sports Talk Live. The game has become watered down. I saw the Blue Jays are about 13 or 14 out in their division, the American League East. So their season, if we're talking old school baseball, their season was over a month, 2 months ago. Now, with a record of 64 and 68, they're in a hunt for a playoff spot. It's really not fair to the teams who work their ass off to build a winner and get in. When a team like Toronto can get in and in a short series can knock somebody off, they move on. It's just, I don't like the system. I like how it projects. It gives us September has become a lot more exciting. But to what degree do you want to make September more exciting to hurt October? And I think it does. Too many.
And you know what? And I've heard some arguments talking about, the third wild card did exactly what you're talking about. It watered it down because look at this. If it was still just 2 wild cards from the Texas Rangers down, forget about it. You're done. You're done. I'm sorry. You're done. But because of that third wild card, now you got, look at this. Because of the third wild card, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 teams who are in the running when they have no business.
No business was the term I was going to use. Yeah. And I've seen a little bit of Blue Jay coverage lately. The Blue Jays, they look as ragged some days as the Giants. 64 and 68. They're not even playing 500 baseball. And they're like, hey, we got playoff aspirations. It's wrong. It's just wrong.
It is. All right. National League a little bit closer.
But it is exciting.
And it has a little bit. Yeah. At least you got guys with winning records that are in the hunt here. Chicago Cubs at the top of the wild card, followed by the Phillies, who got the second. San Diego Padres right there. They're
not
in the
as
third.
Exciting though, is it? Look, and the American League's close. This one's getting pretty.
No, this is more legit, if you will. The Diamondbacks 2 games out again. They're gonna have to, and they're gonna be going up against the Cubs, so they can make. I tell you what, that's going to be a big series in Arizona. And then to follow on, you're going to be facing a very good team in the Cubs, and you're going to be facing an absolute dumpster fire of a team in the Giants. So it's going to be interesting to see what Arizona can do with this, man.
Well, look at the numbers, Eric. Compare, if you could put a slideshow together for tonight and go side by side. So Arizona's 69 and 62 would find themselves a couple of games back of the wild card. 69 and 62 in the American League.
You'd be freaking almost at the top. Almost.
The Blue Jays are playing below 500 and they're right a game and a half out. So you explain that again, baseball, dude. You never figure this stuff.
You can't. I tell you, it's a fact. And then the Marlins are 4. I'm kind of counting from here down. It's kind of. I mean, they could put a run on. Don't get me wrong, but it looks like it's more of a 4-team matchup here rather than a what was it? A 6 or 7? No, 7 or 8. I think. It's 9 teams. It's 9 teams with 6
I'm glad
of them.
you brought this up, Eric. Look at Cincinnati at 62 and 69. Yep. There's a bit of an eye opener. They're going to have to perhaps. I'm saying it could be a sweep against the Giants. Well, look at the numbers. Look at that big red number. They're plus minus runs for against. They're 94 below against a 26 below team. So
exactly, and
they're turn that around
on their home. They're
the
almost
Rockies minus 136. What are the Giants?
Minus 80. Yeah,
that's not good.
That's not good. And look at this. I mean, this is whatever.
Something, Eric. We're talking about the we've lost track because we always talk about the 100 loss season.
Yeah.
Wait a second. So let's say we fall short of that plateau. I know it sounds ass backwards.
The plateau.
So not that we want the team to lose,
right?
But if they lose 98, 99, whatever, okay.
Mm-hmm.
What if we finish last in baseball? And we're right there.
Speaking of which,
Colorado with the right, Colorado got a little lucky in their schedule. I'm going to look today at our schedule compared to Colorado's. We got the Dodgers for 6 games. We got Arizona this weekend for 4, Eric. It's not
Yeah.
easy for the Giants. I don't think it's going to be easy to maintain the 2-game lead over Colorado, to be honest.
Oh my God, the Athletics are worse than the Giants. They are 51-80. 51-80. Giants are 52-78.
Senior! Hey, Senior, where are you, buddy?
That's terrible, dude.
Oh,
That's
well.
terrible. And they're
minus
minus 187 in run differential for the A's. I said from the beginning that their pitching is not gonna. It's not.
Well, plus
last.
I'm not a fan.
And now
of the
their injuries.
Other teams go to that ballpark and salivate, man.
Yeah, they got one more year, and then they'll be.
I'm going to go to the ballpark, perhaps. If not, I'll be home watching my. See, I got the purple on tonight. Can only mean one thing: Valkyries basketball tonight. We're on the road in Minnesota. Take on the Lynx, who they never lose. So we'll see how they shape up. Playoffs are right around the corner. Next home game September 18th, and then postseason will be here. Postseason will be here for the Valkyries, not for your Giants.
Not for the Giants.
Don't get excited.
All right, guys, enjoy your Monday. We'll be back tonight. Actually, it's going to be Glenn and Lou tonight. Gonna take it for you guys for the post game, and then how about that? We'll see what happens.
Eric is so confident he's already booking the night off. I'm out of here. Get the hell out of here.
All right, guys, be good. We'll see you
later in the week. See you tonight, guys.
You've been watching the Giant Sports Talk Live Morning Report, a Northern Lights entertainment production.